All right. Now I had to go live without any notification, basically, because I don't even think the notifications went out yet. But a little press for time, so sorry about that. But I want to go over a few stories because we just got a huge influx of news. That's how the news works. There will be periodic breaks, and then we'll get slammed with a bunch of news. And there are a few things I want to deal with. I don't always deal with everything. In fact, I deal with a minimum amount. I mean, to be honest, maybe 10% of the news available. Okay, I shared or I uploaded a video on the other channel as well of that dog attack in the UK. Now, apparently, that dog attack is the attack that's supposed to spark a ban for or on the XL bullies. That's what I'm hearing. This article surfaced yesterday about that attack. Actually, this is the video that I used in the video that I shared because it's edited. But I don't know how many of you have seen this surfaced in the Daily Mail, where the Homeland Security, isn't that right? Homeland Security, right? Right here. Home Security, Suella Braverman, is now pushing for a ban of the American XL bully breed, arguing they are a clear and lethal danger, particularly to children. Well, you're only about 7 years too late, I would say. Let's say 10 years, because you've all seen the statistics on dogbites.org. You've all seen it. Don't tell me everybody has heard about that website. Everybody has seen. If you're a journalist, you heard about it. You've seen that website. You heard about the statistics. If you're just aware of the statistics on dogsbite.org, you have no excuse for playing dumb. You're playing dumb. That's what that boils down to. You're playing dumb. Okay? I'm not about to play dumb with you. So she's allegedly pushing for a ban. Now, this dog attacked this girl, and obviously we all know it's unprovoked. Haven't heard much detail about what happened shortly before the attack. But in stories like that where there's no backstory, it was unprovoked. That's because there's nothing to tell. Everybody was doing what they normally do, minding their business, shopping at a grocery store, whatever. And the thing just decided to attack a little girl because she was little. Let's look at the fact that this thing attacked an 11-year-old in a very crowded area. In an area where there were plenty of adults to go after. Now, the thing does go after an adult eventually. Okay, but at that point, it was already in attack mode. So it's much easier to attack an adult. Okay, especially after that adult. And this, somebody just took off running. What was that guy running for? The dog latched on to a little girl. Now, they have it edited out. You can't see anything. You see that cowardly dude take off running? Wow. You coward. You spineless little coward. Just like a little wimp. You gonna take off running. Listen, people. If y'all see a flipping pit bull latch on to a kid, understand there's nothing you can do to stop it. Understand it's fixated on that child and it's completely vulnerable at that time. Come up from behind it, put it in a chokehold and squeeze until it passes out. It will let go and it will pass out. Make sure you are, fairly strong, and practice chokeholds. Practice them. Joker took off running, scared to death. Oh, it targeted a small target, as always. And I keep pointing out that these things target kids the same way they target small dogs. When these bully breeds, quite often they see a small animal, they go berserk. They spaz out, they will attack on sight. They will run, they will dart towards it and start mauling it. That's instinct. All of that behavior is instinct. And dog culture is all about trying to suppress that instinct. But you can't. And don't listen, anything like that, it's not a pet. Don't try to push the thing off as a pet. And notice how everybody got out the way. This is one dog running through a crowd of people, and people are running for their lives. Don't tell me something like that is a pet. No true pet could do that. Could have the public, the mass public, running away from a single dog. You got grown men running, terrified, running for their lives. Which is the last thing that they should do, by the way. Running is what got this guy in so much trouble. He should have started swinging on that thing. I guarantee you, had he started swinging, punching, kicking, that dog would have backed off. It would have backed off. Typically, these things don't try to attack an attacking target. They become more and more motivated to attack when you run. And when you run, you put yourself at more of a risk. There's nothing behind you to protect you. Everything that you have to protect you is in front of you. Don't turn around and run away. You're not going to outrun them. Anyway, she's saying that this is a dangerous breed, the XL bully. And I'm saying that the most important thing to point out right now, in my opinion, is the fact that banning the XL bully is not going to solve the problem. Because what they're going to do after they ban the XL bully, they're going to replace the XL bully with another bully breed. With another bully breed. Now, this Homeland Security, or this Homeland Security woman, Beaverman, she vows to ban lethal American XL bully breed. She has vowed to ban it. Okay. There's 20,000 people viewing this right now. So she vows to ban it. This article surfaced a few hours ago. Okay. Let's hear what she has to say.
These breeds are not, if I brought my Doberman here, higher energy, maybe a bit more like, yeah.
Okay, so this is a dog trainer. Okay, well, let's hear what she got to say.
These dogs don't want to jump about the place. You go online and you see people who own these dogs, they will tell you that the dog is calm.
This dog is not a nice dog. If it was a nice dog,
Wait,
we wouldn't have any facts.
whoa.
These breeds are not, if I brought my Doberman here, higher energy, maybe a bit more like, yeah, these dogs don't want to jump about the place. You go online and you see people who own these dogs, they will tell you that the dog is calm.
This dog is
Oh, so this is a disgusting nutter trainer. Yeah, sitting there with an XL bully, sounding like a buffoon. Calm? We don't want to hear no goofy story about how a few personal owners of these things call them calm. That don't prove nothing. You telling us that like that's supposed to prove something. You know what does prove something? Statistics. So shut up. Not gonna waste too much time with that.
not a nice dog. If it was a nice dog, we wouldn't have them facts. Another fact is, this dog is 270 times more likely to kill than any other breed. And
This dog is not bred or made to be an ultra aggressive dog.
What? 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 What is she talking about? It has already been bred to be an ultra aggressive dog. What is she talking about? Okay, whatever, Nutter. I told y'all these people got a low IQ. Doesn't this sound like, now, what you heard just here, this person right here, this is a person with a low IQ who's sticking their chest out with it. You got their nose up in the air. Clearly unaware. No, I'm not going to say that. No, this person probably is aware that this is all a con and that they are a con artist. How can people not see that this is a con artist and that every other pit nutter advocate like this is a con artist as well? Look at this hideous, brainless, soulless beast, killer beast. They have an instinct to kill. What are you talking about? You brainless nutter, shut up. They were bred, they've already been bred to be killers, and they have an instinct to attack. It attacked this girl on instinct. They lead in attacking people and animals, and it's all instinct. They're all unprovoked. Why do you think they're attacking you, big dummy? Why don't you address the XL bullies that have attacked rather than address the ones that haven't attacked yet? We don't want to hear about the ones that haven't attacked yet. And don't try to project the ones that haven't attacked as the ones that represent all of them. We're not stupid. You're talking as if we're not aware of what's going on. You think we haven't looked at the statistics, checked the facts? These people are just like, you can't entertain a debate with somebody this brainless and just don't deal with facts. Somebody this delusional. But I like what that guy said. He pointed out that this thing is like 270 times more likely to attack and kill. That's ridiculous. And that's just one type of bully breed. What are you talking about? Now this is the girl who was attacked.
He jumped on my arm and he bit me. I was screaming and I couldn't do anything. So
okay. So she don't tell what happened before. So obviously nothing happened. Nothing happened. I can't believe, who's this? Good Morning Britain. Shame on Good Morning Britain. The dog, you could tell the pit nutter lobbyists, they pay these people, they pay these media outlets. And for the money, these media outlets bring their defenders of these things onto their shows. Why are you bringing people like this onto these media shows, these new shows, when they've done a poll and over 90% of the residents there say that these things should be banned? We don't want to hear from the 10% who defend these things. We don't want to hear from them. We're the majority. See, this is, you gotta stop them in their tracks when they do stuff like this. Because right now they're going against the public sentiment. At least there in the UK, that's where this poll was taken. Over 90% of the people say this thing should be banned. Why are you giving a platform to the 10% who support it? You dirtbag. You filthy, wicked, evil dirtbag. That's the problem I got with these nutter media outlets, journalists, nutters, pit nutters, and all these nutters. Sick, deranged, crazy, deranged lunatics. That's it. Oh, yes. So we'll see. But understand, if they ban this XL bully, notice how they referring to it as a devil dog. Understand, it's all a circus. If they don't ban all bully breeds, they're not serious about safety. Right now, they're trying to project this idea that they're concerned about child safety. That's why the spokesperson pointed out that they're primarily a danger to children. And in this case, it attacked another child. Particularly dangerous to children. But understand, it's all a show. Oh, let's project ourselves as caring about child safety. You don't care about child safety if you're going to continue to allow people to own the fighting breed, the bully breed. The bully breed is the problem, not particularly the XL bully. That's just a bully breed on steroids, basically. Okay, so get ready for that. They're going to run that con. They're going to project themselves as, oh, look at what we've done. Aren't we good people? Don't we care so much? Oh, look at how much we care. Oh, we banned the XL bully. Did you see the statistics they were producing before we banned them? They're going to hit you with that. They're going to hit us with that. And just be ready to look at them sideways. You're not serious if you don't ban all bully breeds. All right, now that girl, I want to see her arm. I point this out in that video that I made. Because that's an important part of this case. Because we saw how long that attack took place. It's just a few seconds. I don't even think it was a minute. A few seconds, right? We want to see how much damage is caused after a few seconds. Because right now you can see pretty much her whole arm is inflamed. You see her fingers? Her fingers look swollen. Her whole hand looks swollen. Her arm looks swollen back here. It is swollen. It's all bulging out from her elbow. She lucky she don't have to get it amputated. And guess what? She still might have to get it amputated. She still might die. So it's not all about the number of dog bites. Severity of the attacks. Which breeds lead in attacks and severity of attacks. How likely it is you'll stop the attack. How difficult it is to stop the attack. And how likely it is that you will need a limb or something amputated or die. Everything is higher when you're dealing with dog attacks. In all the categories, they're all much higher. Okay? So this is madness. We'll see what they do. Right now they're playing games. Now, they are sort of trying to publicize articles in response to this increase in dog attacks. And this is another one of their tired attempts. This article was published 6 hours ago. We've seen these types of articles. 7 warning signs of a dog attack. Everyone should know. Stop that. Stop it. Stop talking as if you have examples. You have no examples. You have no examples. Why should we believe it's even possible to detect signs and stop a dog attack before it happens, if it hasn't happened yet? Y'all been talking about this for decades. Still nobody's done it. Nobody's pulled it off. This is part of the con. Okay? They're going to pull out all of their cons Look forward to that. All of their propaganda, they're going to pull out all their weapons to try to defend these things. Okay, what happened? Okay, I wanted to watch that video. That was actually a video. Okay, I wanted to hear what she had to say. Okay, here goes. One of those goofy things.
By an XL bully dog. Do you think that there's merit to this dreadful video of this poor girl attacked by an XL bully dog? Do you think that there's merit to banning these kind of dogs? Do you think it actually achieves a great deal?
We have to have much stronger action. The video is just truly awful. We've also seen some just totally awful attacks by these dangerous dogs. It cannot continue. But I think it needs to be broader. We actually have to look at the whole legislation, review the
God, that thing, it shouldn't even have to attack anyone. Look at it. Just look at it. Why would you want to go anywhere near this monstrous thing? Why does this thing have to attack multiple people for people to not want to be around it? That says a lot about you, man. And y'all want to actually let this thing lick all over you? Oh, you nasty freaks.
These dangerous dogs.
God.
It cannot continue.
Who want piles of saliva? This COVID era has demonstrated to us how dangerous saliva is. And it's well established that dog saliva is far more toxic than human saliva. And you look at human saliva as poison. The whole point of these masks is to suppress human saliva. Really, this COVID era and mask era was about saliva and the dangers of it. Those masks are to catch the droplets that come out of your mouth when you talk. I made videos about that. Yet with dogs, when it comes to dog saliva, you all act like it's harmless water. Oh, let's just splash it all over us. Ooh, I'm covered in spit. You nasty freaks. And you're dangerous. That's why I'm justified to point out how nasty you are, because it's dangerous. And aside from that, it's disgusting. Look at this hideous, saggy-faced mutant. Lord. Why does anybody have to try to convince you? The fact that somebody got to try to convince you to leave these things alone and stop being obsessed with these things, boy, that tells a lot about you.
Dangerous dogs. It cannot continue. But I think it needs to
nasty,
be broader.
disgusting, deformed, mutant, slobbering, brainless killer. God. Ban them and drive them into extinction. That is a request from me to the governments of the UK and the United States and all the other governments around the world.
Review the legislation because it's just not working.
What is wrong with y'all? What is wrong with y'all? There's nothing admirable about this thing, this child predator. What is wrong with y'all? Why are you so spineless and cowardly that you can't look at these things for what they are? They are child predators. That's a fact. That's a fact. Okay, I can prove that with statistics, with hospital records, with news reports. I can prove it. So y'all celebrate, y'all in love, y'all glorify child predators. You're sick people. You're just a bunch of sick lunatics. Okay? The world is seeing you for what you are, so turn away from your ways. You better you become anti-dog as soon as possible. Okay?
So yes, action against some of the most dangerous dogs of all, but it is already...
And you goofball nutters, this is one of the reasons why you end up getting attacked. Many of you get attacked doing all this frantic, erratic rubbing. This all crazy rubbing. Dogs don't do that to each other. What makes y'all think it likes that? What's wrong with y'all? I mean, you're not even showing this thing respect as a living creature, even though it's a mutant that don't deserve to exist. Like y'all's crazy behavior, you maximize the chances that you get attacked. What you want to rub all on its face for? You're goofy. And they tell you not to touch them on top of the head, you goofballs. Then they teach kids to do the same thing they're doing. Boy, these people, boy, stop revealing how dumb you are. Stop it. Y'all stop that. You should, if you got a low IQ, you should try to conceal it. Don't wear it on your chest. You owning one of these things is wearing it on your chest.
Yes, action against some of the most dangerous dogs of all, but it is already, in theory, illegal to have a dangerous dog. The legislation is not working strongly enough, so we need broader action as well.
She said it's already illegal to have a dangerous dog. No, it's not. What are you talking about? People, get ready for this. Get ready for a bunch of delusional talk coming from these people. And that's why I'm telling you now, my work gonna be cut out for me, because they're gonna hit us with a whole lot of babble like this. What are you talking about? In the UK, there is not a ban against dangerous dogs. Y'all have a ban against 4 types of bully breeds. And people are allowed to own like 7 to 10 other types of bully breeds. Those other types of bully breeds, guess what? They have been killing this whole time over there in the UK. What are you talking about? They've been maiming and disfiguring for years, decades over there in the UK. What are you talking about? Suddenly you're not aware that there are dangerous dogs in the UK? Other than the ones that are banned? So what type of creature is responsible for the attacks and deaths that we have been hearing about? There is no ban against dangerous dogs in the UK. Wow. Boy, I don't even live in the UK. And I feel sorry for y'all over there. You know, the leaders, they're getting started already with the nonsense, with the con game. They're going to pull out a lot of cons, man. A whole lot of cons during this period. Another toddler attack. This surfaced 5 hours ago. This don't stop, man. These crazy attacks don't stop. There's something I want to point out about this one. Or I wanted to point out as I share this. Toddler flown to the hospital. Police have been told the dog came from a neighboring property. So it was unprovoked. When y'all hear these stories about a dog that comes from a neighbor's property, understand that proves that it was unprovoked. Even based on the standards that they make for dogs. For example, if you are on a dog lover's property, a dog owner's property, and the dog bites you, nothing's going to happen to that dog or the owner. You're on his property. When these things attack like this, they leave their property and they go on to someone else's. That's an unprovoked attack. No matter what, if you are on somebody's property and you assault them, you're the aggressor. You're in their home, you're on their, so cut and dry, this was an unprovoked attack. And that's all we hear about as far as attacks, is unprovoked attacks. It is time for these behaviorists to come clean, come public. All of you, make a video, make a post on your website or your social media, whatever, and admit that you've been wrong this whole time. Most attacks on kids is not because the kids provoked them. It's not because they do anything. It is because dogs view them as prey. Go ahead and admit it. Admit it. That's the new wave. That's the change in y'all's profession. Put it in the books. They attack kids primarily. Over 50% of the victims, dog attack victims, are kids. Why? Because they view them as prey. Say it with me. Stop living in denial. Stop being a spineless coward. Your own kids' lives are at stake. It should be easy for you to do. I'm doing it, and I ain't even got kids. Again, that speaks a lot about your level of, humanity, decency. Anyways, the mother of Jack Lease has been critical over the lack of a ban on this XL bully breed. Some people don't remember that he was killed by an XL bully, right? But she also, in my opinion, everybody that has a voice, needs to be clear about this. The bully breed is the problem. The Bully XL is simply a giant bully breed. It's like a bully breed on steroids. But bully breeds are the problem. During this time, all these attacks going down, other bully breeds have been heavily involved as well in dog attacks. You ban the XL bully, people will still have bully breeds, and the problem will still be there. You're still going to have these crazy stories. This lady that got up here and she referenced to a few cases and that attack on that 11-year-old girl, and she said nothing about statistics. You need to always point to the statistics because that is what proves that they are bloodthirsty killers. Now, that lady, Braverman, she had made a post. She said, "This is appalling. The American XL bully is a clear lethal danger to our communities, particularly children. We can't go on like this. I've commissioned urgent advice on banning them." Okay, we'll see. Understand, I believe this woman, Braverman, she is not anti-pit bull. She is not anti-bully breed. Ma'am, if you don't ban all bully breeds, you're not serious. You're not serious about safety. Okay, I don't care what kind of story you put forth. I know better. It's another crazy attack story. This surfaced yesterday. 3 CPD officers, Chicago police officers. But whoa. Now, I always talk about when there's one grown man. Here's not only 3 grown men, 3 trained in combat grown men. All of them just helpless, just victims, running for their mommy. But these are pets? Okay.
After a dog attack. News, 3 Chicago police officers hospitalized after a dog attack in West Garfield Park this morning. It happened in the 4000 block of West Wilcox Avenue just after 11:20. Police say the officers were conducting an investigation when a female suspect attempted to intervene. Police say an unknown person then unleashed 2 dogs that bit the officers. One officer fired their weapon during the incident, striking one of the dogs. The officers were taken to the hospital in good condition. No word on the condition of the dog. Police say a woman is in custody. And
who cares about the condition of the dog? Or let me take that. I do care. Was it dead? Did it die? The condition of the dog. He fired his weapon and the bullet struck it good. Why didn't he shoot the other one? They both went on the attack, proving that they're dangerous. Why didn't you shoot the other one? Oh, because you want to adopt it out, put it in somebody else's home, right? Now, this was another case of an unprovoked attack. Police officers, when you hear these behaviorists saying that most attacks on kids because it's provoked, kids doing something to it, and really, most of these behaviorists say that all attacks are provoked, that somebody did something to that dog. You police officers can bear witness that these things attack unprovoked. We should hear from you as well when these behaviors come out here and say most attacks are provoked. Every single dog attack on a police officer I've ever covered has been unprovoked, where a cop wasn't even doing nothing to the dog. Dog just come out of nowhere and launch an attack. Okay? Got to keep reminding you because dog culture involves demonizing the primary victims of dog attacks. That's crazy. Let me say it again. Dog culture involves demonizing the primary victims of dog attacks. That's crazy. It's even crazier when you consider that the primary victims are kids 13 and under. That includes infants, toddlers, etc. Y'all have a culture. You have a protocol, basically, a manual. You have a doctrine designed to blame the kids for the attacks. A doctrine that says all attacks on kids are provoked by the kids. They're doing something. The dog gets fed up. It can't take it no more. Yet every attack we hear about and see on camera is completely unprovoked. Not only every attack on a child, but every attack on everybody. Oh man. I have never researched, I've never come across a profession this flawed. I'm embarrassed for y'all. Y'all go to school for this? Wow. Now I made this tweet. I'm going to make more tweets like this. I'm going to start roasting you nutters in your nasty little crazy weirdo lifestyle. I'm start roasting y'all on Twitter, okay, in hopes that it gets shared and go viral. Okay, I'm going to roast y'all on the public platform on Twitter just like I'm doing here on YouTube. It is what it is. Y'all always trying to roast us and demonize us. People who don't want nothing to do with dogs. We're supposed to be evil people. You say that we all evil people. Okay, so we going to roast y'all too. Look at this. Look at this subhuman nuttery. Let me kill that volume. Can you imagine how nasty this area is right now? How parasite infested this area is right now. On top of that, they're in a swimming pool. Got dogs all in the swimming pool. Do y'all know those parasites come out of the dog's anus much easier when they're in a pool of water like this? Okay, so these parasitic worms getting all in these people's mouths. Keep in mind, many of those parasites are microscopic. So there's like swarms of parasites that comes out of these dogs. Okay, so these people are swallowing, digesting all types of different types of parasites. Now maybe their neighbor's parasite or their neighbor's dog had a different type of parasite swarming through its body. Well, now they're going to share it. Oh, I'll take yours. Oh, you have this type of parasite. Oh, tapeworm. Oh, yes, my dog doesn't have that here, but now he does. Because now you're about to swallow it. The dog about to swallow it. You know how nasty this place is right now? Can you imagine the stench? Can you imagine how badly the dogs have caused the water to smell? I have no doubt the dogs have contaminated that water beyond understanding. We could not possibly comprehend how much the dogs have changed the chemistry of this water. Okay, it's not just the parasites, the bacteria. I saw this one video not long ago. Somebody was combing ticks and fleas out of a dog. And they do this all the time. It's the most disgusting thing you ever want to see in your life. Running this comb through a dog's fur. Now, the dog had very short fur. Very short fur. It's like a pit bull like fur. It's real tiny fur. And it was bugs all through that nasty mutt's body. You telling me there's not a single bug in this water? Oh, there are plenty of them. When you're talking about COVID, when you're talking about these outbreaks of viruses and diseases, do y'all think this helps? Or do you think this makes matters worse? I think it makes it worse. Understand, these are carcass scavengers. When they walk around with their nasty muzzle buried to the ground, they're looking for something dead, disease-ridden, parasite-ridden. They're looking for feces, vomit, excrement, a carcass, anything nasty to sop up. And then they just come to this park, this dog park. Okay? This is disgusting. So I gave my thoughts on that on on Twitter. And this guy, he wrote, not a bad way to spend a Sunday. Second day of the month. Dog timber weekends. You see, this is the problem with people right now. You all act like you get some type of high from these dogs. This level of obsession for some other creature other than yourself, this expenditure of energy for another entity other than yourself is going to be a downfall. Whether you want to accept it or not, we as human beings, we're special in this universe. We are the most special living beings that we're aware of in this universe. And I will never treat a dog as if it's on my level, because it's not, and it never will be. The only way I would do that is if I truly had a primitive mentality. My brain, I'd have to have a primitive brain. Okay? Oh, no. These are not my children. These are not my family members. And I would not disrespect my family members by referring to a dog as a family member. No, thank you. You can have that culture. It's weird, it's cringe, and it's just untrue. It's disrespectful. It's a lot of different things, and just untrue. So I'm happy. I'm excited. Because I believe this is the end. We're witnessing the end, the fall of dog culture. Right? Mark your calendars, man. The 2020s. We made major strides at eradicating this sick, deranged culture. All right? Be sure to follow me on Twitter if you haven't already. Shout out to everybody able to join me on this Anti-Dog Monday as we chop it up Yulin style. And big shout out. Thank you all for all the good comments. Boy, that most recent video that I made, that comment section lighten these dog lovers up, man. Here, let me go to it. I gotta check this out. I have to include this. I'm sorry. See if I can go to my channel here. Where was live stream? He was the most recent. Yeah, this guy. I haven't heard from him. And I don't think I will. I'm not going to hear from him. Just like I haven't heard from any of the other ones. And I won't hear from them. Owning a pet that terrorizes people. So if that pet is not intrinsically evil, then the owner must be. Exactly, buddy. How about that? Jordan Shelley, talking about they're not intrinsically evil, but you sat here and admitted that they terrorize communities. Oh, but it's not the dog's fault. So the owner must be intrinsically evil. You want a creature like that. Boy, y'all have no wins. That's crazy to me. And don't think that I'm sitting here just attacking you nonstop. I'm not attacking you nonstop. What I'm doing is responding to everything you say. I'm talking about the dog lovers. We are responding to everything you say. You say things all the time. Dog lovers. You make statements all the time. You make proclamations all the time. You and the experts, the dog lovers and the experts. Yeah, this video is a response to a behaviorist. So you should expect people to respond, to have a question. to be confused. Some people are going to have questions. And y'all refuse to answer? So, okay, so why should we respect you as a profession? Why? You should be happy to respond. You refuse to respond. Can't respect that. Oh, good. Somebody said, I did not realize all of the propaganda behind this until I found your channel. Oh, good. Man, ain't that crazy? That's crazy. You know, I'm still not surprised by that. How so many people in the dark about the propaganda in dog culture, man. A lot of people, they're not aware. They're not aware. It's crazy to me. Said I was really dumb going for walks in my neighborhood unarmed and oblivious to the danger. No more walks. Good. And if you have to use your firearm to defend yourself, hopefully we get it on camera and I will share it, right? Share it with me and I will share it. All right. From the Church of Dog Nutter or Worthless, utterly worthless, yes. This bully dog attack video looks similar to the loose cheetah video that attacked the group large. Yeah. And I've seen a few of them. Loose cheetahs. I've seen a loose cougar. Yeah. And they'll just go through. Humans are nothing for a bully breed. Even a regular bully breed. It doesn't have to be an XL. They can usually take you down. They're extremely powerful. You saw it took down a grown man here. That might have been a younger kid, but that was a big kid. Man, but Wish You Well made a very good point. That I'm not splicing dogs into breeds nor using their phony first names. Ban all bully breeds. Ban all dogs over 20 pounds. The attacks will not stop. The attacks will stop overnight. Yeah. These mutilations, do y'all know the kind of crazy statistics that will change if all bully breeds were banned? There would basically be no more. Every now and then you get one, but there would be no more people hospitalized for multiple days, missing huge chunks. And the hospitals would bear witness. They would come out a year from now and say, oh my goodness, there's a drastic difference. Now that bully breeds are gone, and y'all all know it, they don't want to do that because they make so much money off bully breeds. Make so much money off dogs, period. But listen, if the people who acquire these dogs don't want them, there's nothing you can do. You better replace them. You better promote something else to these people. Yeah? You want to mass produce and mass breed something, mass breed rabbits. Okay? If you that obsessed and you just need an animal to rub, hey, do it, get a cat. I wouldn't even care if it was a cat. Lord, when you're talking about safety, dogs are always guilty. Always guilty. Reading glasses. If they are, he don't. Calvin leaves a lot of good comments. He said, I doubt that guy is wearing reading glasses. If they are, he don't read. Yeah. Shout out to BK Bourne. If dogs have a biological urge to commit murder. Listen, you hear that, dog lovers? Dogs have a biological urge to commit murder. Biological urge to commit murder. Even the most docile breeds want to assert dominance. You hear that, dog lovers? Okay? They want to commit murder. You know, you don't believe me? Let one dog start to attack. I bet you the other ones help. I bet you the other ones join in. They're like, yes! An opportunity to kill. These are killers. Stop trying to push them off as naturally loving. No, they're not born violent. They're not born evil. They're not intrinsically evil. Yes, they are. They're the one creatures that are intrinsically evil. What are you talking about? Not intrinsically. Anybody want to have that debate? I'm willing to have that debate too. Yeah, they are intrinsically evil, naturally evil. Yes, they are. All of that. And I guess Good Morning Britain had a bully on air. I think that was the one that I just watched. Yep. That was Good Morning Britain. That woman sitting up there with that bully breed. At a time like now, are you out of your mind? And she was up there sounding like an idiot. I'm going to have to do a whole video just for that one. I'm going to just have to roast that one, that woman. Just by herself. Okay? And all of you, because I did it with him and I'm going to do it with her. Right? Expect a video where I'm just talking about her. And each and every one of you who come out on a news segment with an XL bully defending the XL, I'm going to dedicate a video responding to you. You deserve that. Y'all all deserve that. Shout out to everybody able to join me for this Monday's rant. And I hope to see you back on the next live stream as we continue with this crusade.